This helicopter was designed to bring all the safety features of new technologies, and particularly a very strong and very high maneuverability main rotor with high inertia to allow easy auto-rotation training. Also a full composite structure which combines a very lightweight and a very good resistance to corrosion to an impressive resistance to crash. We have a crash-ready seating, fully qualified crash-ready fuel system, and also we have a new tail rotor, new for this size of helicopter, the shrouded type of tail rotor, which offers an uncomparable resistance to foreign objects and to strikes. So because in light helicopters many accidents are caused by the tail rotor being stricken by foreign object or by fence or by branch. So this kind of tail rotor gives a very good protection against this hazard. When a small helicopter is good, there is no market, there is every market for it. So the beginning, of course, is training, because a two-seater is the less expensive way to get a license, to get a good training. So this is what we started with. Our first customers were training organizations looking for a safer helicopter, for a more modern one. And we had a lot of success because our helicopter does a very good training for bigger machines. So most of our customers are training professional pilots for bigger machines. We recently, a year ago, captured the Polish Air Force Academy to train their military pilots for big machines. We also train oil and gas. We train through our customers many oil and gas operators, oil and gas pilots, pilots who will later on fly Super Pumas, Mil Mi-17 or Sikorsky S-76, because this small helicopter has the behavior of a big one. We started by selling helicopters to different operators worldwide. Of course, because we had our first certification in Europe 4 years ago, our first customers were in Europe, and then New Zealand. New Zealand is now one of our biggest markets, because it's a helicopter-oriented country with many pilots and many operators. We have sold a helicopter to Vietnam for oil and gas, to China recently, and China is a very, very big market, opening slowly, where we have a good stake now. And we have also an excellent customer in South Africa. Everywhere there is a need for professional pilots, everywhere there is big operation of oil and gas, of military helicopters, we have a market as a trainer. And then in different countries like New Zealand, like Europe, different countries of Europe, we have new markets opening for special missions, photography, survey, fish spotting, and all kind of use that can be done on a small helicopter are excellent market to us, because we have a very versatile and a very robust helicopter.
We began building the first prototype helicopter in 2009. We commenced our first flight test in 2011, and we've now been refining the design up until now, and we've now started the type certification program with CAA, and in order to expand the bilateral airworthiness agreement with the FAA have been asked to do shadow certification, so that by the time the type certificate is finished, we will have both CAA and FAA. First and foremost, the level of safety in the helicopter is significantly increased for the occupants. The helicopter design is based around a carbon fiber aramid structure. It has resulted in an airframe which is 6 times stronger than the conventional aluminum airframe. The result of the technology is that the helicopter has a much lower operating cost. Because the composite airframe is so light, we have been able to increase the level of redundancy in the drivetrain, the transmissions, and therefore we've designed the transmissions for an overhaul period of 5,000 hours. The main rotor blades for the helicopter are made of carbon fiber, and it employs our EvoStrength technology, which is the same technology that's used in the airframe of the helicopter. And this technology results in main rotor blades and tail rotor blades that are very, very strong. I've been in this helicopter industry now for 41 years as a pilot and as an engineer. And during that time I have seen things that I like. I've seen problems on helicopters where they fail, and I've seen where helicopters have struggled from an operational perspective. And so what I've done is I have identified a niche market opportunity, and this is the result. We have a single engine, 6-seat turbine engine helicopter.